welcome back to the Road Show. We are doing some healthy barbecuing out here in our weather yard today, and we're actually getting close to being done with the food here.
Yes,
Neil Corvo from Gold's Gym is back to show us what we got left on the grill. We have these, ground chicken burgers, right?
Yeah, they're chicken fajita burgers.
That's right.
So to make them a little more hot and spicy, they got some hot sauce, some chili powder, and some fresh cilantro chopped up in them.
Any idea how long we've been cooking these for?
About 15 minutes.
And they look like they're almost done. Then you get a side of what? Sweet potatoes right here?
Yes, instead of using like something fatty like regular potato salad, we have some roasted sweet potatoes.
Some on the plate here. Great.
Yep. And they're very plain. They're just chopped up. And
little foil. We'll take that crunchy foil right out of there.
The foil out of there.
So what did you add though? I see a little pepper on there. What else?
Salt, pepper, and a little olive oil so they don't stick.
They smell awesome. They look great.
Good.
So again, these are pretty much done. We've done about 15 minutes on our chicken burgers here. You want to put one on one of the buns? We'll bring one over to Elizabeth. They can try one. Awesome. You gonna put anything on top of that?
Yeah, Matt over here, he's got some really good toppings to spice them up a little bit.
Put the tops on.
We got some for everybody over here.
Excellent. And they are actually now going to try this and do a little compare and contrast with healthy versus not so healthy stuff. So let's bring it over there.
Matt and I are over here because I was just looking at this. What I have right in front of me is a traditional barbecue fare. You know, you got 2 burgers, a couple of hot dogs, some potato salads. The burgers, this shocked me. This is without cheese. 610 calories
610 calories.
That's unreal.
Yep.
365 calories in a hot dog. I would have never thought that because it's so small. I would have thought it was like half that. And in the potato salad, 360 calories for something about this size, 20 grams of fat. So how do you switch over to a healthier fare without losing the taste?
Well, and that's a great question. There are always leaner alternatives to your standard barbecue fare, and don't get me wrong, every once in a while there's nothing wrong with having a hamburger or a hot dog, and we're not saying that. But for every day during the week, if it's not a big 4th of July cookout or whatever, you can definitely clean it up and be a little bit healthier. And what we've done is we've done ground chicken for burgers versus the ground beef.
Now, why instead of turkey? I was curious.
We could have went either way with it. We could have went either way. Ground turkey, just as good, just as lean, just as tasty.
And I see here the facts are the chicken fajita burger that you guys made, 362 calories instead of 610. You have 6 grams of fat instead of 35 grams of fat. That's incredible. 42 carbs and 35 grams of protein, which is actually more protein than in a beef burger.
It is, and what it works out to be is a very well-balanced meal between the protein, carb, and fat ratio, which is what we're always looking for in our meals. We want to see a lot of balance.
Yeah.
We don't want a very high carb meal. We don't want a very high protein meal. We want to see a little bit of both.
Now, after I eat a burger, I want something on the side. You guys made this delicious grilled pineapple. It has a little bit of mint in it, too.
It does. It does. It has roasted red peppers. It has grilled onions, grilled pineapple. Everything was done right on the grill with a little bit of a Asian vinaigrette on it.
I love that.
And it's, go ahead.
And that breaks down, I mean, the calories in the potato salad were 360. Here we have 18 calories in the pineapple. I mean, that's just incredible. And you're still, I mean, look, it's still the same amount of food here. You know, you're getting same amount of food, so much fewer calories, and really it's delicious.
Yeah,
it really
tastes
very good. What else do we have on this, on the healthier fare?
We also have a, instead of a coleslaw or potato salad, we have roasted sweet potatoes seasoned. We did that right on the grill. And again, the calorie difference is absolutely staggering between that and a potato salad.
Well, why don't you guys come sit and have some food with us, because I'm going to break down.
I'm going to scoot behind you here.
I'm going to break down the official totals here.
And what we saved, which is incredible.
Oh, this is what we saved. Here we go. Okay, so our standard total of this meal right here, 1,335 calories, 79 grams of fat, 106 carbs, 34 grams of protein, right?
And you know what? I usually eat a lot more than just that at a cookout.
But wait, listen.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, because then you have the desserts and everything like that. In our low-cal totals, which are still delicious, 493 calories, 16 grams of fat, 86 carbs, 39 protein. That means we saved 842 calories, which is unbelievable. 63 grams less of fat, 20 grams less of carbs. But the thing that amazes me, we added 5 grams of protein. That's incredible.
You guys are great. And you know what? And it's not bland. I think a lot of people say, ugh, I don't want to eat something if it's kind of, you know, bland tasting, but this all looks very flavorful. But I don't think you're going to miss anything
when you do this.
You know, the fresh vegetables, the seasonings, the herbs and spices really bring it up for the lack of fat that's in the hot dogs and hamburgers.
And that's a nice, good-sized burger too. We're
Sure
not
it is.
talking about
Yep.
something skimpy here.
No, this is a good sized burger like you'd get at a restaurant if you're ordering a burger.
Absolutely.
Thank
and
you so much,
packed
you
it with
guys.
more stuff than our beef burgers because we've got cheese on there and a couple of other things.
Absolutely.
This is great. Well, we're going to eat out here.
Yeah. And Michelle is going to do what she does best.
That's right.
Tell us more about this great sunshine we're having out here today, Michelle.
Let's